Good morning, guys. Dr. Chad here. Welcome back to another home workout in the living room of, really it's Casa de Maya. It's Maya's house. Brenda and I just live here. So today's workout, I'm really excited for it. We're going to mostly focus on the hip. I keep seeing more and more people needing solutions to the hip. And remember, when the hip is mobile and stable and moving well, the pelvis is in a better position, the back is in a better position, the knees are in a better position. So the hip, how we move from the hip and keeping it healthy is primary to our function. So we're going to be working a lot on the hip today. We're also going to be on the floor. Now the first half is mostly going to be gentle, I'd say, so on your back mostly. So you could do this on the bed if you wanted to. And then we're going to spend really the whole thing on the back. So this whole thing today, for the most part, you could do even on your bed, but I prefer you do it on the floor if you can. More of a firm surface is better. You could have a yoga mat or something. Other things that are going to be helpful today would be a looped band. Can you get a loopty band? We're going to do some things. You don't have to have that, of course, but it's going to be really helpful. Other thing that'll be helpful is if you have a belt, and with that belt, also make a loop. We're going to go back to this belt stretch that we introduced last week for the hip. Okay, so have a belt and have a band. Sound good to everybody? Belt and band. So just looking over the how everybody's doing from last week, you guys are doing really well. Misty said the exercises were helping. I know, Misty, you mentioned you might be having some issues with your shoulder, so that's good that we moved it a little bit and got out of pain. Lena liked the warm-up, very good. Cass had a nice relaxing minute after the breathing, very good. Marina, low back exercises were good. Marina's feeling like a 9. That's really good. So also, Marina, today's going to be very good for your hip. And Cass did well. Very good, guys. Very good. Let's see. Colette said, I had carpal tunnel surgery on my left hand at the end of February. Now it feels like a rubber band around my wrist, and I have very little strength in that hand now. I also have pain in my thumb, palms and fingers when I go pick things up. So any suggestions on getting my hand back to normal? So yeah, Colette, we'll definitely, tomorrow's workout, we're gonna do some things on the ground, and I'm gonna show you some wrist stretches that you can do, but there's lots of things you can do for the wrist. So we'll go over that, but mainly, Colette, just keep doing these workouts with me. I'll make sure we get there. Judy's getting the breathing down. Wall angels are good. Claudia's looking good. Yeah, so Misty had pain in the left shoulder but felt better. So really good, guys. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Rachel says NativePath is the answer to her prayers. So thank you, Rachel, for that. That's amazing. Really appreciate that. Nothing we love more than than helping people feel better. So thank you. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. And if you're just joining me, I know a bunch of people just jumped in. So make sure you have a looped band and also have a belt today. Okay, we're going to be on the floor, on our backs for the most part, doing a lot of things for our hip, okay? Okay, so let's first start with that internal rotation stretch. You're going to be in this position here where you're leaning back, keeping the spine straight, and you don't want to be slouching, but keeping the spine straight. Good morning there, Lena. Awesome. So in this position here, all you're going to do is just take the knees over to the side and then back, okay? Real easy. We're just going to do this for like a minute. Just breathing back and forth. What you don't want to do is hike this hip over, right? Try to keep the hip on the ground, the backside hip on the ground, just moving it nice and easy. And what we're doing here is working internal rotation. So you can feel that the top knee, the hip with the top knee coming down, is the one that's getting stretched. You can feel when you push that down, you can feel a little more stretch in that hip. That's what you're trying to do. Push down that top knee towards that bottom foot and force a little stretch in there. And remember, when you do this, exhale when you go to the side. So it's there you go. And that exhaling helps relax all the muscles that are tense and maybe resisting getting that hip joint in that position. Good morning. Is that Faye? Good morning, Faye. Right here. So if you're just joining us, we're working on the hip today. All you got to have with you is a belt and a band, and we're getting on the floor nice and easy. Just a couple more rotations here, and we're going to do some stretches on the back for our backs. One back. You have one back. You don't have two backs. Good. And nice and easy. Let's go to the ground. Just lay down on your side. Not on your side, on your back. Right here. Okay, get it together, Chad. It's Monday. Okay, and now taking the knees to one side and then the other. And these are lumbar rotations. Remember, relax the face when you're doing this. Keep your shoulders on the ground. Same thing, you're inhaling as you go to the side, inhaling as you're coming back towards the middle. Relax your face. Go to a comfortable range. Don't go too fast. And even here, if I'm going too fast for you, just go at your own pace. Find your own rhythm with what feels good to you. And just like the breathing, we'll keep doing the movement as long as I'm doing the movement. But if any of these movements that I ever do, just go at your own pace. And just do them as long as I'm doing them. And on this one, the intention is to really be gentle and breathe. Okay, good. Now lay on your side here. And we're going to do alligators to fix that upper back posture, that slumped, slouchy posture. So you can put a pillow under your head or you can just let it fall like I am. But you're going to take your two front arms right here, straight elbows, making an alligator mouth that opens up all the way as you turn and look at that top hand and come back. And your eye is always looking at that top hand. Keep the elbows straight, turn and look. Bring the back shoulder back in the ground, palm up, and then back. And now can you get your breath working with it? Your knees are bent, your hips stay forward. You're just rotating here and back. Laying on your side. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Let's do one more. Good. And let's go to the other side here. And you can just turn around, face the other direction. So again, laying on our side, knees bent, pulling the knees up, feet together. Knees are pretty much just a little bit below the hips, by the way. Okay, straight arms coming up. And you should have a straight line in both of your arms when your back is on the ground. You're looking all the way to the hand that's moving. One more. Good. Let's do another round of that. So lumbar rotations again. Nice and easy to the side and back. Remember, you're breathing with this movement, keeping the shoulders back on the ground, relaxing the face. Inhale as you come to the middle. Exhale as you go to the side. Looking straight to the ceiling. Nice and gentle. Comfortable range at your own pace. One more round there and back. Good. Let's go to your side again. Arms forward. Top arm is straight. Taking the arm up, turn and look at it. Turn, 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 turn. Come back slow. Good. Looking at the top hand. Turn, 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 turn. Back slow. Keep the elbows straight. Relax the face. Inhale through the nose as the arm goes up to the middle. Exhale as it comes down as you turn and look at it. Back shoulder back on the ground. Coming back. Good. And very gently roll over to the other side. Same thing on the other end. Very good, guys. Top arm straight again. Laying on your side, knees bent. Bringing the knees up towards the hips. Relax the head. Bringing the hand up. Turning, looking at that top arm. And back. Elbows stay straight. Relax the face. Get that back shoulder all the way to the ground, nice and slowly. Keep the palm facing up. Don't close the mouth. Keep the palm facing up as you bring that left shoulder back in the ground. Get it facing right to the ceiling. This is so good for a slouched posture, internally rotated shoulders, forward heads, upper knots in your back. You know, so much can be fixed by moving and extending, rotating that thoracic spine, that mid-back. Good. Last one here. All right. And now, if you guys want to get your belt. So get your belt. Make sure it has a loop around it. We're going to stretch the hip out, stretch the IT band, working adduction here. So getting that belt, okay? Looping around the foot here. Okay, right there. So that way you can move your leg with your belt. Okay? And what you're going to do is laying down, bring it up, keep the knees straight, go over. It's where you feel a good stretch on the hip here, and then back, and then down. And you want to think of seconds of 5, kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up and down. Good. And this is just a good way to stretch all that fascia, the IT band, everything on the outside of the hip that gets really, really tight. We lose a lot of mobility in the hip there. That makes our knees buckle. It puts more shearing force in our low back. And what we're trying to do is free that hip up and also at the same time get those glutes stronger. So we create a better foundation in the pelvis. The pelvis is where so much of your forces are absorbed. You know, it's the middle of your body. It's really like a platform, you know, so we got to get that thing moving and we got to get it stable. So hip mobility is what we're doing here. And then after this, we're going to work on stabilizing the glutes, getting your external rotators in your hip stronger. And over time, whatever you are feeling around the hip or the knee or the back just naturally begins to improve on its own because of a stronger hip, more mobile hip. Good, guys. Awesome. Okay, and now let's go to the other side here. How we doing? Morning. Okay, other side. I love that stretch. And it should feel a little uncomfortable. It shouldn't feel like, oh, this is easy. It should feel like, ooh, that's a stretch. Ooh. And when that ooh comes on, try to relax your face. Just breathe. Go to a comfortable range. Okay, and now let's go up again and over. And make sure your toes are pointing this way, right? You don't want your toe rotating or anything like that. Yeah, make sure your toes are pointing behind you. Up for 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, over for 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. Keep your knee straight if you can. Just take it to a comfortable range up and a comfortable range over. Relaxing the face, feeling that stretch. Should feel pretty strong here. This is a great hip stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, over, 2, 3, 4, 5, up and down. Good, guys. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, 2, 3, 4, 5, up and down. Try to keep your belly button, if you can, facing towards the ceiling even as you go over with that hip. As best you can. It's going to rotate a little bit, but just as best you can. You just want the movement in the hip, stretching the IT band and adduction. Good. Let's do a few more here. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, 2, 3, 4, 5, up and back. Let's do one more. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, over, 2, 3, 4, 5, up and down. Good, good, very good, guys. Okay, so now we're going to do more of the workout portion. So for this, you want to have your band around you. You have to have it looped around here. If you don't have a band, that's okay, but it helps to have a band that we can loop around the knees. So we're going to do 3 rounds. Sorry, 3 rounds of 5 tempo bridges, 5 dead bugs, hip circles on the left, 5 dead bugs, hip circles on the right. Okay, now let's do this here. Okay, putting the band around the knee. Okay, just like so. We're gonna roll back down. All right, and what we're gonna do is imagine a bowl of soup right here below the belly button. And we're gonna start by tilting that bowl of soup towards you and coming up segment by segment, going up, 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 hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, and then down. Good, that's 1. And rolling up, 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 up slowly. Hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. So working that tempo, rotating up, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. And again, rotating towards you, up, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Good. Whew. A lot work in there. A lot work in there. Very good, guys. And now we'll do 5 dead bugs. So arms up, knees up. Taking the opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping a flat back. Going 1, back. Take about 3 seconds to go there. Good. 1, 2. Keep your low back as flat as you can. You're moving the opposite arm and opposite leg. Keep a midline stability. So right below the belly button is where you're really focusing on staying tight. Very good. Think about slow, thick movements with the arm and leg. Looking straight forward, thinking flat back. You should be shaking, whoo, because you're working so hard to make that low back flat. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Good. And bringing everything down. Going on your side here. We'll start on our right side, so legs are straight here. Make sure the knees are straight. Make sure the legs are straight so your body's tall, just laying on its side. Your feet aren't in front of you in any way. Take your hip up 3 times. 2, 3, hold it. 3 circles forward. 1, 2, 3. 3 circles the other way. 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Again, hold. 3 circles forward. 2, 3. 3 circles backwards. 1, 2, 3. 3 more up and down. 1, 2, 3. Good. All right, now let's go back to the dead bugs. 10 more here. Opposite arm, opposite leg, slowly and back. Keep a low, flat back. Nice, slow, thick movements. Take about 3 seconds to separate the hands and the arms, but your focus is still on midline stability, keeping your low back as flat as you can against the floor. Slow, thick movements. Very good. Stay nice and tight. Okay, very good. And now we'll go to the other side. So side lying, straight body. Okay, top leg is straight, going up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Let's do circles forward. 2. We'll do 5 here. 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, hold it. Circles forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Circles backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 1, 2. Down slow. 3, 4, 5. Good. That's one round. One round. So now, get the band again. Get the band. Oh, Anna loves that one. Perfect. Okay, we're going back to our bridges. Going back to our bridges. So bowl of soup is below you. Rotate that bowl of soup towards you. Go up, 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 segment by segment. Up, up, up. Knees out. Knees in. Down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. One more. Up. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. In. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Good. Whew. That gets me lit up. Very good. Okay, so now we're doing our dead bugs. Okay, opposite arm, opposite leg. Right here. And opposite arm, opposite leg. Back slow. Flat back the whole time. Keep the back as flat as you can. This is working the core. When you keep your back flat, you are keeping your spine, your low back slightly hollow. That's working all those muscles deep in the abdominals, deep in your core. That helps stabilize the back. You can feel the pelvis even working here. So as you're doing this around the pelvic floor too, remember, squeeze that pelvic floor like you're holding it like you have to go to the restroom. Keep all the muscles below your belly button nice and tight, nice and firm. Keeping that low back flat, looking straight up. Good. Okay, now on your side, either side will do. Pick a side. Okay. Bottom leg can be bent, top leg straight, feet pointed forward, toes pointed forward. We're going to go up and down, up and down, working abduction. This is so good for the glutes, the hips. This muscle here is what prevents your hip from sagging. Hold when you walk. 5 circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the foot straight up. Keep it in a straight line this way too. You don't want your foot coming forward. 3, 4, 5. Hold. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2. Straight knee. 3, 4, 5. And rest. Other side. And remember, guys, I'll do this one here, but you want your foot at least in a straight line here or behind you. You don't want your foot in front of you, okay? So let's do it again from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Hold. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight knee. 5. Hold. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Down slow. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, now we'll go to the dead bugs. Yeah, feel the burn. That's right, Kira. Very good. Very good. So let's go back to the dead bugs here. Okay, opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice and slow. And back. Good. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice and easy. I'm getting my legs and arms mixed up, thinking about what you guys are doing. Keep the low back nice and flat. Take a good 2 to 3 seconds to extend. Pause for 2 to 3 seconds. Come back for 2 to 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Okay. Man, that woke me up. So I was thinking 3 rounds, but I think 2 rounds is good with that volume. So that'll be it for the workout portion. If you want to do another round, just come back and do another one later. Given the time, I think I'm going to go straight into the cool down here. So we're going to do some fun, more hip stretches to loosen things up. So here, we're going to do a happy baby pose. This is one of my favorite yoga poses. All you're doing is just holding your feet here, just like this. You can grab this way or this way, okay? And from here, just go back up. Pull the feet in, pull the knees down right here, and just breathe. And you can kind of rotate side to side. Again, you can have your hands on the outside of your feet, or if it feels right, the inside of your feet, but you're basically just bending your knees just slightly, but pulling your feet to the ground such that your hips are really being stretched in your pelvis. You're going to feel it all in here, in this area. So just breathe and feel that. Whew. Relax your face. Remember, every time you're doing this stretch, relax your face. You can kind of move more to the right, pull more to the left, pull more to the right, pull more to the left. Just feel, play with areas. You can lean more towards your head. You can lean more towards your sacrum. Just feel all around that hip. Feel where it's restricted. Move in different positions if you want to. Just be a baby. Just play with things. Just move things around and pull it down. Pull it down. And that's where you'll feel the stretch here. Remember, breathe. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose if you can. If not, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Always using the exhale where you pull down a little further. One more breath. Getting real gently. Go ahead and put the feet back on the ground. And now what we're going to do is a gentle 90-90 stretch. So we've done this once more before. This is where you have the front knee and hip at a 90-degree angle here. You can see it from the side. So my femur is straight forward. My knee is bent at 90 degrees. And to the side, my other leg is also straight to the side. My femur is perpendicular with my tibia right here. So I'm making a 90-90 stretch. Both knees have a 90-degree angle, okay? And from here, what we're going to do is just rotate over that hip and come down. Again, stretching that hip in external rotation, getting that IT band right here. And what you want to do also is bend from the hip, not slouch from the spine. So from the angle, what I mean here from the side is bend from the hip, not slouch from the spine. Bend from the hip and hold, right? That's where we want to be. That is a true hip stretch. Otherwise, you're just getting dangly with the spine. That's not what we're doing. So feel that hip stretch. Keep that 90-degree angle over. And just play with different areas in front of you. You may notice, like if you go to the side over here, oh, it's really tight, or like it's not so tight over here. It's like, oh, something's going on over there. Go to the areas where it feels like it's kind of tight, and just exhale and go further into it. So kind of really breathe in that area that's tight. One more breath. Very good. Real gently come back out of that. So you're pushing the arms and the earth away. Coming to the other side. Same thing on the other side. And if you're like 99.9% of all humans, you'll have a tighter side. So just kind of notice that, and moving forward with everything that we're doing, anytime we're doing one thing on one side, always work the weaker or tighter side first. That's the way you want to do it. So 90-90 stretch. Remember, knees forward, bent at 90-degree angle, legs to the side over here, knees still at 90-degree angle, facing forward to that front knee. Get the chest forward, using the hands, coming down. And just feel where it's tight. Yeah, Marina said you felt the right hip burning. That's good. We're waking that right hip up. So we're getting it stronger. That's a good burn that you're feeling. More stability in the hip, less wear and tear. It goes to the joints. More those tendons don't get worn out. You know, it's stuff like this in conjunction with collagen, drinking lots of water, getting lots of sleep. Those are kind of things that are going to make your body strong. Getting lots of vitamin D, natural sunlight. That's good for your bones, your skin, all kinds of things in your hormones. Very good. Just breathe real easy. Okay, and real gently come out of this one. And for our last stretch here, we're just going to do a real gentle stretch on our stomach. So first lay on your stomach right here. This is a gentle back stretch, okay? So from here, once you're here, I'll just wait for you guys to get there. But just lay on your stomach, toes pointed behind you. Just real easy, come up. Prop up on the elbows and just breathe here in this position and try to look forward if you can. Try not to look down, but just look forward and relax your glutes. Your glutes may have a tendency to contract here. Just relax them. And what we're doing here is we're putting our backs in a gentle extension position. So it's bending the other way of where it's bending when we sit for long periods of time, you know, whether that's the couch or a long road trip or working at the office. Our lumbar spine is constantly flexing forward. So that's a problem. Closes off a lot of restrictions in the facet joints, also encourages that disc between our vertebrae, mini disc, to start protruding posteriorly. And that's when people get bulging disc or herniated disc or sciatica or any kind of nerve pain or any numbness or any tingling. Most of the time, that's coming from a spine that's flexing forward too much and not bending backwards enough. So just real gently here, introduce ourselves to prone extension and breathe, relax the face. Let's take a few breaths here together. Okay, and real gently coming out of this position, walking up And that there does it. So how was that for you guys? I would love for you to hear how it was. Please check out with the number dash after. Give me any feedback you may have. Your feedback is so helpful to me. I can't say thank you enough. So thank you all for being here. As always, I have a wonderful quote from one of my idols, one of my favorite artists of all time, Bob Marley. Here it is. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. It's your only choice. It's like you have to evolve and grow, or you're gonna left behind. You're gonna sink like a stone, you know. So it's really powerful to understand that, and that this time right now we're being forced to be stronger. You know, that's what you guys are doing. I love seeing you show up consistently every day to do these things, and I appreciate your engagement, everything that you're doing. Thank you for being a part of this community, and I'm gonna go take Maya for a walk. So thank you guys again. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.